Christmas kitchen together with me, Chef Michelle Adrillana. So today, I will be sharing with you very easy breezy recipes using our traditional Christmas ingredients. Does that sound interesting to you? Alright then, I'll be sharing with you the ingredients. Of course, we'll be using Emborg unsalted butter, heavy cream, some bagels since we normally use wheat bread or sandwiches for that. But for a change, we'll be using some bagels. And of course, instead of Edam, we'll be using some gouda if it's not available, some honey, truffle oil, and of course, my Gastro Chef salt and pepper eminent milks. Alright, and for the chestnut soup, we have onions, we have garlic, we have dried or fresh thyme, we have all-purpose flour, and of course we have heavy cream with 36% fat per liter, or what we call the cooking cream. Okay, and then we have our white wine, and of course my ever loyal Gastro Chef salt and pepper eminent milks. Okay, so, and of course, how could I forget the roasted chestnuts? I mean, it's Christmas season already, right? So I'm sure you could easily find roasted chestnuts. If not, it's so easy to buy it in packs like this. Let me try this one. I'm having a hard time opening it. Okay, there. So see, you could have this one. Let's try it. Actually, very interesting. Alright, so now we're gonna preheat our grill pan, and then we're gonna spray it with some olive oil. Just a bit of olive oil, since this one is non-stick already. And then, you know, in the real kitchen, everything is spontaneous, right? So everything happens all at the same time. So I'm just gonna slice my bagel in the middle instead of using a regular sandwich. I love the texture and the shape of the bagel. It's very festive. It looks very happy. It looks like a donut to me. So I guess you cannot go wrong with that, right? Using a Gastro Chef bread knife. Okay. And then we're just gonna keep this. Okay, so now it's time to slice my cheese. Since I cannot find good old Edam today, or the queso de bola, I opted for a gouda cheese, which is also semi-hard to hard cheese. Alright then, so it's time to flip the sides of your bagels, just to make sure it's cooked evenly, okay? So all we have to do is just spread it with some Emborg butter. Nothing so fuzzy, you know. You don't need chef skills to be able to do this. There, spread it generously and add some of the gouda cheese. Okay, and then we're gonna drizzle it with some honey. How easy it goes, right? We are done with our bagels, so now it's time to make our chestnut soup. So, like what I said, we have roasted chestnuts here. Just so delicious, I cannot, resist it. Alright, so I'm gonna preheat my stock pot in here, but before anything else, I'm gonna wash it and sanitize my hands. Don't you ever forget doing that. Okay, so we're just gonna roughly chop our chestnuts, and that's how easily it glides, especially when you're using your Gastro Chef chef's knife. And we are gonna preheat our olive oil. Okay, so our pan is already hot, the oil is already hot. Now we are gonna sweat our onions. When I mentioned sweating, that means that we're just gonna cook it until translucent. your pan is too hot, you might want to add a bit of water to it, just to lower down the temperature inside your pot. Add in your garlic. We're going to add in a bit of water. Okay. Leave it for about 3 minutes. Okay, add in our chopped roasted chestnuts. Turn up the temperature a bit. Okay, so right now we are using an induction stove. But if you're using fire or the traditional stove, it's going to take you around 15 to 20 minutes if you're making it for 5 packs. So that's just how easy it is. And I'm sure that chestnuts are just, you know, very abundant nowadays since Christmas is already around the corner, right? So we're going to leave it for around 2 minutes. After that, we're going to add in a bit of flour. So now we're actually making a roux. Butter or fat plus flour equals roux. Okay? So now you can see it thickening already. There. Nicely coated. And of course, we're going to add in some white wine. And make sure that you reduce it into half to reduce the alcohol and cut down the bitterness. Wow, that's smelling so good already. Okay, and I'm going to add my dried thyme, or you might want to add fresh thyme. Allow it to simmer, give it some TLC, and allow the flavors to marinate all together. And we're going to add in about 1 cup of Fiji water. And bring it to a boil. To know more about Gastro Chef products and me, please don't forget to catch me in the upcoming Eat Yourself Breakfast magazine together with Gastro Chef, of course. Now, this one is simmering perfectly and all the flavors are married perfectly, right? And now, all the flavors are coming out beautifully together. The flavors are married perfectly. It's about time to use my Vomix if you don't have a blender. Now we're going to add in some Embord cooking cream to add more creaminess to our chestnuts. Now you can see the texture. It's just so gorgeous. When I'm dealing with chestnuts, I don't like to puree too much because I'd like to leave a bit of a bite into it. So there, now it's so gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to add in a bit of cold butter nuggets, or what we call the Monteville. However, my Embord butter is not so cold anymore, but I guess it's fine. It's still going to give so much flavor and deliciousness in my soup, okay? No need for chef skills at all. You don't need to be too pretentious. Cooking should be fun. There. And then we are going to season it, of course, with my Gastro Chef salt and pepper eminent mills. Is it that easy? You know, that's why I love my Gastro Chef. It makes cooking so fun, easy, and enjoyable. Now it's time to plate. My bagels and my chestnut soup, I just topped it with roasted chestnuts and some fresh oregano. If you cannot find oregano or fresh thyme, just add some marjoram on top of it. So it's tasting time, and I'm gonna tell you how wonderful this soup is. Oh wow, that is just so divine. For busy moms like me, if you could spare 15 to 20 minutes of your time preparing this for your family, I mean, just imagine how happy they would be. And of course, this webisode won't be possible without the help of our industry partners and sponsors. We'd like to thank Curves Philippines, Kalayan Surgery Center, Breakfast Magazine, 94.7, Freeform.com, Louis Key, and Emborg, and of course, Kitchen Studio. Thanks very much for watching. This is Chef Michelle Adrillana. Cooking should be more fun and enjoyable. Cook like a pro with Gastro Chef. See you again next time.